I strongly agree with my father, the Prince of Wales, who said in Barbados last year that the appalling atrocity of slavery forever stains our history. I want to express my profound sorrow. Slavery was abhorrent, and it should never have happened.
It's one of those non-apology apologies, isn't it? It's like saying, I'm sorry you lost your temper. So he didn't quite say sorry for the slave trade and Britain's role in it. And surely you think he should?
Oh, absolutely. And that was not even an apology. What he was trying to do was acknowledge something. And I think it's insulting. So let us understand, and this is the problem when we do not educate British people about empire. We need to understand that when you look, and this is not just looking back, it's also understanding how Britain still benefits from this today. So please understand that the British royal family, and this is me surmising, the British royal family conceived the slave trade and its parliament executed it. The British royal family conceived colonization and its parliament executed it. Yes, the same parliament where we got the Magna Carta, the Bills of Rights, was exactly where colonization, slave trade was executed and planned. And if people don't understand, right, a simple search will help you about where it started from with the Royal African Company, which was headed up by Prince Charles II and his brother, Duke of York, who then became King James II, and how the weaponry that was used for slavery, the treasury, all of that was to support that. And I need you to understand
Is any of that in dispute?
No, but this is why. When your question is, does he have a moral duty?
Yeah.
And that moral duty comes back to understanding that British Empire, what it did, it brought cultural distortion. What it did was to instigate wars within this nation.
Right.
What it did was to manipulate, to steal, and to take the natural resources in this nation.
No one disagrees.
They did that, and they brought it back here. That is what funded Britain's industrial revolution.
Why should he apologise when he wasn't there?
Okay, so as a British citizen, I would apologise. It's not about whether it was there or not. We are still benefiting. The reason why Britain took a lead economically and on the international platform is because of the money, the financial resource and wealth it made off the backs of black people.
Andrew, we're still living high on the hog because of slavery, and that's why we should apologise.
Look, we mustn't forget too, I hear what Shola says, and there's no doubt Britain was a major player in the slave trade. It was also a major player in the abolition of the slave trade. We shouldn't forget that. We shouldn't forget that. Hang on. Wait, if I may. And but we've been through international aid, through budget, we've been pouring a lot of money into Caribbean countries. For instance, I was just checking, in 2015, a £300 million Caribbean fund. Jamaica was a big beneficiary. This is lots of money. Now, Shola talks about reparations. We've been pumping money into these countries.
Okay.
COVID fraud was 10 billion.
With all due respect.
Hang on, just a second.
So this has been going on for years.
COVID fraud was 10 billion. I'm just saying, why don't we think billions, not millions?
Well, we have been giving millions, tens of millions, for years and years
Billions.
and years and years.
With all due respect, I'm just going to correct this. People keep talking about Britain led the way in the abolition of slave trade. What Britain then did was to go from, stealing millions of individual Africans to colonizing the entire nations where they committed mass crimes and they stole the wealth and natural resources. I don't care if it's 300 million or billion they've put in some fund. Britain could not possibly afford to pay back what it owes this African nation.
So what should it do?
So it owes far more.
If money doesn't...
How do you do it?
But you still need to pay something. The question is there a moral duty to apologise? The reason why Prince William, Prince Charles, the royal family and this government don't want to apologise is because they do not want to pay for their crimes.
Okay.
And the fact that they're still benefiting
I hear.
from
All right,
it today.
Storm,